How's it going, everybody? It's C-RadTV back here with another video. So, of course, it's time to continue on with another week of NFL football. So, it's time to go with the NFL Week 6 picks. So, of course, for the Week 6, this week also starts the start of the bye weeks. So, of course, this week we have 4 teams on the bye, which are the Falcons, the Saints, the Jets, and the 49ers. And also, a quick note from last week, I made a mistake between the Falcons and Jets game. I thought that game was in Atlanta. I did not know that was the England game. I didn't pay attention to the start time. I actually forgot that they were going to England this year because part of me thought they weren't going to go to England because of the Black Plague pandemic. But I guess that restriction's been lifted. But so yeah, NFL's back in England, and NFL sent Tank Bowl matchups to England. So yeah, obviously, since the Falcons and Jets were on the bye, we're playing in England, they're obviously on the bye automatically. So yeah, we got the bye week starting up, so 2 less games this week. Anyway, for my picks, last week I went 11-5 with the picks, so my 2021 record goes to 47-33. So yeah, let's go ahead and let's have some fun and jump right into it. So starting off, the first game we have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Philadelphia Eagles playing in Philadelphia for Thursday Night Football. Yeah, this one's an easy one. Give me the Buccaneers in this one. I got Tampa Bay over Philadelphia. Give me the Bucs. So yeah, and next up, for our first Sunday game, it's time to prepare for a Tank Bowl across the pond in London. Actually, scratch that. This isn't a Tank Bowl matchup. It would have been a Tank Bowl matchup, but there's one problem. Miami doesn't have a first-round pick this year. Well, at least they don't have their normal first-round pick. Because the Dolphins' normal first-round pick is property of the Philadelphia Eagles. The Dolphins do, however, have a first-round pick. However, that pick belongs to the 49ers. They got that pick from the 49ers. From the trade in the draft last year. So this would have been a Tank Bowl matchup, but Miami's original first-round pick is property of the Philadelphia Eagles, so it's not a Tank Bowl. So this one's the Miami Dolphins and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Jaguars have been absolute ass, and I think the Jaguars are giving up on Urban Meyer. Like, I've heard Meyer's losing the locker room. I wonder now if Urban Meyer's emails are about to get leaked, especially if what Master at work said from his friend at the New York Times is indeed true. So yeah, this one, yeah, I'm gonna go with the Dolphins here because the Dolphins need to get that pick need to have their original pick lose as much value as possible and hope they get a decent pick from the 49ers. So yeah, there we go there. Next game, we have the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears playing in Chicago. Yeah, Green Bay easily. Give me the Packers in that one. Justin Fields is gonna get bit slapped by Aaron Rodgers. Next game, Cincinnati Bengals, Detroit Lions playing in Detroit at Ford Field. I'm going to go upset of the week. I'm taking the Lions at home against the Bengals. I know Cincinnati's had Detroit's number for quite a while, but I think Detroit's long overdue to beat the Bengals, and I think it finally happens. So yeah, I'm taking Detroit an upset of the week. And the next game, prepare for a Tank Bowl, and this time this Tank Bowl is for real. So for this week's Tank Bowl matchup, we have the Houston Texans and the Indianapolis Colts playing in Indianapolis. Of course, last week for the Colts, it was the first time since 1983 that the Colts had a 16-point lead in the fourth quarter and lost the game to the Ravens in overtime. So yeah, that's actually pretty crazy that the Colts went that long without blowing a 16-point lead in the fourth quarter or higher. That's pretty crazy, but still, that was a pretty damn impressive streak. That streak may never get broken ever again. Because that's hard to win 120 straight games with a 16-point lead in the fourth quarter. That's very hard to do. So yeah, I think the Colts record here, I think that's gonna be one of those NFL records that will never be broken. Or as we call it, one of those unbeatable NFL records. So yeah, Colts, even though you lost, be proud of that record. It was something. You know what? I say Indianapolis bounces back this week, and I'm going to take them to win at home against the Houston Texans. Give me the Colts at home. Next game, LA Rams, New York Giants playing at MetLife. Yeah, give me the Rams in that one. Rams no contest. Give me the Rams. Next game, Kansas City Chiefs, the Washington No-Skins playing in Washington. Washington, they've just been pretty meh. The Chiefs, though, it looks like the Chiefs have been just getting bailed out by high-end talent. And now the league has figured them out ever since Super Bowl 54. Super Bowl 55 when they lost to the Buccaneers. It seems like the Bucs just gave everyone the blueprint to beat the Chiefs in the biggest game of the year and stop them. And so far, it's happened. The Chiefs have been off to a very bad start. But I think the high-end talent will bail the Chiefs out against Washington because Washington just won't have the guns to keep up with Kansas City's high-end talent. So I'll take the Chiefs on the road in this one to bounce back from the loss against Buffalo. So give me the Chiefs on the road. Next game, Minnesota Vikings, Carolina Panthers playing in Carolina. I'm going to take the Panthers at home in this one. The Panthers are going to be looking to bounce back after they got beat last week by the Eagles. I'm not being fooled by the Eagles' win last week. The Panthers, I think, are still a top team, and Sam Darnold proving he is legit. He just needed to get out of and that a change of scenery was needed. I still think the Panthers are going to be a tough team this year, so I'm not getting fooled by that upset last week. Give me the Panthers at home in this one. Next game, we got a good matchup. We got the LA Chargers and the Baltimore Ravens playing in Baltimore. Justin Herbert versus Lamar Jackson. This is going to be a very good matchup. I'm going to take the Ravens at home in this one. I'm going to say the Ravens get this one at home. The Ravens have been on a roll ever since they lost in week 1. So, give me the Ravens in this one. Next game, the undefeated Arizona Cardinals and the Cleveland Browns playing in Cleveland. You know what would be the most Cleveland thing for the Browns to do? The most Cleveland thing for the Browns to do would be hand the Cardinals their first loss of the season. You know what? I'm going for it. Upset, I'm taking the Browns at home against the Cardinals, and I say Cleveland will hand Arizona their first loss of the season. And I think after this week, there will be no more undefeated teams in the league, and the 1972 Dolphins can sleep easy after this week. So yeah, give me Cleveland at home to hand Arizona their first loss of the season. Next game. There's a lot to talk about for this game. Las Vegas Raiders, Denver Broncos playing in Denver. And of course, we all heard the news on Monday Night Football that John Gruden was fired from the Raiders after his emails leaked where he said some homophobic and racial slurs in a lot of closed emails. And for everyone that's about to go in the comments saying, no, I got it wrong, he resigned, he didn't get fired. Let's be real. Gruden got fired. They lied. The Raiders lied. He got fired. The only reason they said he resigned was to make it less obvious. It was like I bet you the meeting between Mark Davis and John Gruden was simple, where Davis pretty much told Gruden either resign or be fired. Like, he was gone no matter what. Like, once the emails got leaked, like, there was no way in hell Gruden could go back in the locker room. There was no way he was, because he automatically lost the entire team after that. So yeah, there was no way Gruden was going to remain coach after all that shit. And of course, the emails were leaked by the New York Times. So yeah, and you look at the emails, some of those emails were pretty fucked up on today's episode of That's Fucked Up. Well, I mean, the one thing that wasn't fucked up was what he said about Roger Goodell when he called Roger Goodell a faggot and a clueless anti-football pussy. I mean, Gruden's not wrong on that one. I mean, Roger Goodell is a clueless fucking idiot. Especially with one of the NFL's bullshit rules and becoming the no fun league. Especially with all the things NFL's been very inconsistent with, with what the fuck is a catch, what the fuck is a clean tackle, what the fuck is roughing the passer, what the fuck is a penalty, what the fuck is player safety, what the fuck is pass interference, what the fuck is taunting, what the fuck is excessive celebration, and yeah, you get the point already. The list just goes on and on and on and on and on and on. But yeah, I wonder, like I mentioned earlier from that Quippa Master at Work, some message there. Could more coaches and GMs emails get leaked in the coming weeks? Because usually in this type of situation, when one gets leaked, many more tend to get leaked. But everything else he said, everything else Gruden said when he when he referred to Michael Sam as the Q word, and then asked one of the reps on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to give him a blowjob. It's like, whoa, that's just fucked, man. And yeah, at that point, he definitely had to go. But Gruden was right about Goodell. That one was true. That one was truth. But everything else, yeah, Gruden had to go. Bitch gotta go. So yeah, now the question is, are the Raiders gonna pull it together and get a win on the road? Or are the Raiders just gonna tank the year away? Because now the question for the Raiders is, now what happens to Mike Mayock? Will they keep Mayock around? Or will Mayock end up getting canned? Because my suggestion for the Raiders now at this point, just blow it up. You're not winning with this squad. Blow the thing up and restart from scratch again. You're not winning with this team. You're not winning with Carr. Just blow it up and restart all over again. Any progress the Raiders have made the last couple years is now out the window with John Gruden getting fired. And also, I should mention that with Gruden's firing, Gruden also loses his stake of ownership with the Raiders. So now John Gruden no longer is a minority owner of the Raiders. But anyway, back to this game. I'm going to take the Broncos at home in this one. Give me the Broncos at home. Next game, we have the battle of two of America's most hated teams. Dallas Cowboys, New England Patriots playing in New England at Star Foxborough. Yeah, upset, I'm taking the Patriots at home. Everyone's taking the Cowboys for this game. Not buying it. I'm not buying it on the Cowboys. I'm taking the Patriots at home. Give me New England. Next game, Sunday Night Football. Seattle Seahawks. Pittsburgh Steelers playing in Pittsburgh. Of course, Seattle's looking pretty lost so far. They lost that heartbreaker game against the Rams last week. This week, I say the Seahawks bounce back. And I say Seattle gets this game on the road. I'll take the Seahawks on the road in this one. In the final game we have, the Monday night game. Buffalo Bills, Tennessee Titans playing in Tennessee. I'm taking the Buffalo Bills at home. I'm taking the Buffalo Bills on the road. The Bills the Bills have just been on a roll since week 1. And their game against the Chiefs last week was a statement win. And I think the Bills will just keep that momentum going. So I'll take the Bills on the road in this one. Give me Buffalo. But yeah, those are my week 6 picks. Pretty long to talk about this week. Especially with the news about John Gruden, of course. Which had to be discussed. But yeah, anyway, that's all I got to say for this week. See you on whatever I make next. Peace.